Good afternoon, early evening, I suppose, but yeah, it's kind of dark, so let's just settle on evening. Hattrick International plays Saturdays at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Hattrick time, and today it's round 13. In the Hattrick International Community League, we have SPV versus Papai ELC, Yellow Submarines versus FC Julupukit, Havn and Silta versus Parking the Bus, and the Pharaoh Black Sheep. It messes with my head when it's a combination of Pharaohs and English here, against Bagheera United. That's from V.109 in V.130. We have Padalov up against Aldrington AFC. Barnet Bay against Hattrick Australia Huskies. New South Wales Derby. I think he might have moved his team. Manager Mambo. Kalovice is up against High Plains Drifter, which has gone managerless and has actually been leading for quite a while, but that has changed now. Eternia Elite play Buff Orpingtons at home, and we have Heroes de Cantabria up versus Steve's Forky's Fanboys. He will be taking a spot in V.109 in place of SPV, who has been deserted by manager McCulloch. In the top flight, Alpha Centauri play Ratoncitos Club de Football. They are second, and we have Las Al Sotemea versus the Nihilists, who could potentially win if results go in their way in round 13. Turtles have won a lot of times already the championship in Hattrick International. They play against Fallen Pines, and it looks like it should be easy, especially when you look at the age now and the TSI, but it could be Fallen Pines have been rather unlucky so far. I will admit I don't have a great knowledge of the top flight, but I thought it would be fun to follow the top flight in the final few rounds here, see who gets to run away with the championship. It's time to do a scouts call, I suppose. Oh, we have to fire an unlucky fella in the academy. And that'll be Noah Belgren. We simply don't know enough about this fella. So fire, and let's get ready to find the next Paul Ecksteiniger, like an extremely good player. This is my name is Mfolky, and this is how you pull the greatest ever talent in Hattrick. Maybe it's not. They're all 16-year-old. Passable winger. No specialty. That's a definite no for Sigurd Rasmussen. Then the question is, defending playmaking or playmaking winger? I'm thinking defending playmaking. Higher value skills than pure winger. Let's see. Recruit. 1638. My guess is This guy will not make it far. Unfortunately. Well, you can't be lucky every week. Let's just go over the players we are currently training. Troelsen, Esben Estrup, 6 out of 7. Playmaking, that's quite good. Time to work on him as well. Oh, we might as well. Let's have a look. See here. Troelsen. We don't know anything about him, so we should perhaps do like this. And then see if we can reveal some playmaking and maybe also a bit of passing. Yeah, I think we will do passing primary and playmaking secondary. That should be good. It's a good thing to have this sorted out, yeah, because it's tomorrow while we play the league matches anyway. And I tend to lose focus on the academy matches when we play in the senior leagues in Denmark. Kickoff 5 minutes away. Let's take a closer look at the numbers. Eternia Orpingtons. Number 3 versus number 5. Fairly close on TSI and double up on wages, however. Slightly better form. Well, actually, almost a full level of form on average for Orpingtons. Karlovice. With a victory today, will be crowned champions of V.130 once again. Bombers. The Bombers versus the Huskies. Kosenko is out with a ban. We have Scott Chipperfield in danger. Huskies will be the favorites for this one, I think. Half a level in form, half a level in stamina, and equal on experience, it seems. Hardelov versus Aldrington. Aldrington, hey Angus. Hello, Peter Ward. Hope you're doing well. Just in time. Benteke, speaking of youth academy players, had a nice surprise today as my only decent prospect. 6 defense, 5 PM, 7 passing potential turned out to be unpredictable. Actually went to Cornwall last week. Popped in to check on my youth team. Ah, that's cool. That's a nice reveal, Benteke. Congratulations. Is that a player you're going to train yourself? I mean, if, like, theoretically speaking, 6.5 defense, 5.5 playmaking, and 7.5 passing, that's a very nice starting point. But of course, it's not always possible to train these players if you are already started on a project. Now, V.109, Espevik versus Papai ELC. I'm hoping that Papai ELC will grab a win because they deserve a win quite soon, I suppose. And now Espevik is without a manager. Yellow Submarines versus Yulupukit. Yeah, it looks like Yulupukit is quite clear favorites to win this one. Havneshilde versus Park in the Bus. Strong defense usually from Parking the Bus. Hopefully we can grab a win here. Bit of form, lacking a bit of stamina though. Yeah, we'll see. Probably not. I think I will eventually sell for enough to fund the youth academy for a couple seasons. It sounds like you might have a good amount of funds then. How does he line up with like national team play? The Black Sheep and Bagheera. I think it's fair to say, oh, I didn't get to see the numbers here, but I think it's fair to say, hey Hamson, good to see you. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. $35 points. Oh, it's still so close. Would you win? You would probably win a qualification match, wouldn't you? That's my guess anyway. Are you optimizing for a little extra gate receipts? Bagheera, Titanic counterattacking. The new keeper is finally in goal. No need to, and you will win. Pretty big. I'm above the line. Yeah, you are. It could be. I mean, you were trying to engineer extra time training in the cup, so it could be. I don't know the tipping point, if it's worth more to just promote directly. It probably is. Bagheera looks strong. I mean, the black sheep, the animal theme, the black sheep looks strong favorites in this matchup. Partalov versus Aldrington. Started SP training so I can relax. Alright, so you could basically play whatever lineup you want now. And you don't have to worry about cup optimization like that, yeah. Guess it's time for a deep run in the main cup. That would be cool. Aldrington must be favorites here. Strong central sector. Now, time for the Australian derby. The derby down under. Okay, so we have Huskies with the midfield advantage. But Bonnet Bay, better conversion rates across the sectors. They won't be happy to see a lot of attacks going to the right, but if they can avoid that, they should grab a win here. Kralovic, very dominant in midfield, and this shouldn't be a problem. Even though they lack a bit of defense, especially in the sides. But that's the most likely sector to have a regular attack, and they won't get a lot. first attack from Karlovice in the middle. We have first goal of the evening. That's from the top flight Alpha Centauri. Lead 1-0 against Ratoncitos. That's a help for the Nihilists. Let's just take a look at that match while we are at it. Ooh, a black field. Usually we have a glitch with a white field, but this is an all black field. Very open match, could go either way. My guess is the Nihilists might be saving for the final round. Karlovice, I don't know if they might be playing. They might be playing Ratoncitos. Karlovice takes the lead. Ratislav Simicek from that central attack. Great start for Karlovice. Can I cheat the set pieces training by swapping my goalkeeper and field player so both get 25? I'm not sure I understand. Both of them will get plus 25%. Also, you get the 25% bonus upgraded for 30 minutes, perhaps. I understand the set pieces bonus. I know that both of them get 25% bonus. Attorney Elite, Miguel Martorell. Down the left, 14%. That's a good start. The question is, I think you could potentially get 29 minutes worth of 25% extra training. At least with the goalkeeper. Yeah, I think that would work. It should. But I'm not entirely sure if that's actually taken into consideration. But it's definitely worth exploring. You could be the scientists that gets the result for all of us. At what level does it take 2 training updates in total at a full set pieces share? Roughly, because you could try to see if he pops earlier, but you would have to be quite lucky as well, I suppose. Okay, we are not very strong. We would need an event, I think. But we are ahead on specialties. The White Stripes have taken the lead. Mario Frias from a set piece. Kling Klong. What would it even... What would it even be for... had this idea that there's a hole in the system, so if I swap my field player to goalkeeper position for 2 minutes, so he would get a full bonus, you think? I think if they take it into consideration in any way, it should be in that. I'm trying to see if I can. Well, effectively, if he could get 29 minutes at 125% effectiveness and the remaining 61 minutes, he would get 108%. But that's if he gets to play a full 29 minutes. If it works that way with set pieces, I don't know why it shouldn't. The Nihilists has opened the gap. Now the White Stripes are second, trailing by 3 points instead of Ratan Sitos. Free kick, Erling Bukhave, but he has missed his chance. Not cool. How are we on? They have a strong set of players in regards to stamina. This might be a tough one to break for us to get a breakthrough. Johannes Sivertsson. The chance for Espevik. Looks tough still for Papai ELC. Alpha Centauri now leading 2-0 against Ratoncitos. An attack down the left. Sebastian Grima. I wonder what the probability of scoring from a direct free kick would even be. Is it better tonight to get those free kicks rather than regular chances? He's not very good. Probably not. Jule Pukit now effectively leading the table Hakalax. Jan Sebastian Hakalax. I think it's stalling a bit here. We'll reload. HTI League. The winger to hit. Haris Bui. Bui. It was Hanrahan with the wing event for HTI League. First 15 minutes are up now. Still lots of goals to be had, I think. My new promoted player is doing good on the market. Let's have a look-see. Eternia, 3-0. Direct free quick. Free kick. Kick. Not a quick. Player ID. Gagulic. Ooh. Well, he's a fairly decent player, I should say. Is there any meaningful compare on this guy? I mean, when the compare says 5-6 millions, and when you look at this situation, Continental Cup final, potential of a lot of course, not a World Cup generation, but the Euro matches could still help drive up the price of a lot for this guy. V.130 picked up by a farm. Yeah, that makes a good sense. Currently, lige nu Black Sheep ikke i front, men de kommer nok i front. Bombay Bombers has taken the lead, a counter down the central sector, and it's 1-0 Dan Staunton, 16 minutes into the game. The White Stripes lead 2-0 in the top flight. Paulo de la Casa, the man from the central attack. Mundal. Miku got in 0-0. Jule Phuket has made it 2-0. Andrea Wetzel, 18 minutes into the game. Makes good sense that they would score when they get a chance. So stamina level, no issue for Manmark. Um, isn't it just so? I need to pull up the manual actually. Submarines attacking this time. Man marking order. Okay. They clawed one back. Kawanashi down the left. Eternia up to 4. It's Hanrahan or Hanrahan from the set piece. Form, stamina, experience, loyalty, homegrown, and health are important to both man markers and target players. When people say that stamina doesn't matter, I think it's not impacted extra. But I could be wrong, but that's just what it says in the manual. Let me see if I can pull up Vagn Sønderby. Down the right, that's the best chance for us. Hey, Piggy. It's a miss. You're leading in the derby. I was in Mambus Stadium tonight. Stadium Australia. Oh, that's an actual stadium. I wasn't aware. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, Olympic Stadium, I see. Is it due to a sponsorship? Yeah, okay, it is. I think I heard Eric Cantona stating that if, for instance, Manchester United would sell the stadium name writing. to any sponsor, he would stop. Like he said, he's a Manchester United supporter because he played there and stuff. But he would stop supporting the club if they did so, because that's just selling the soul of the club. Something along those lines. I think he's right. A hotel chain, they have a lot of hotels in the percent. Okay, I mean, money talks. Juli Pukit. Now attacking. Yeah, there's a lot of iconic stadiums which hasn't sold. Halfway through the first half. We need goals, especially in this one, but in a few other matches as well. Stamford Bridge is another. Yeah, definitely. Kalovice, 2-0 now. Central attack from Vlastimil Antos. And it's not a much, as we are seeing a tactical retreat here. Like, I used to support Real Madrid, and I would be, well, I probably still do a little, but I'm not very fanatic about it. Sylvester Vanda, central attack once more. But I would be very disappointed to see Bernabeu named in some other way due to a sponsorship. It wouldn't surprise me if they ended up doing it at some point, though. Oh. Mambo Stadium, Australia, it's woefully undersized compared to the real thing, just as mine is comically oversized. I like the fact that the only thing at my stadium is it's just like a little thingy here. A few months ago I watched a Croatian historic drama and one of the actors was Cantona. Yeah, I saw a western in which there's a few Danish actors as well, and they actually portray Danish people going to live the American dream, and he was part of a cast where some of them spoke Danish, and he was, so he's been fairly cultured, I should say. Julipukit, 3-1, Alti Valtonen. It was a set piece. So it had been Setkovic with the assist. My stadium is a communal park. Like the city where Havnegrillen would be in holds like less than 1,000 people. Like, so the stadium is 45,000. That's also comically oversized, I should say. The Nihilists starting to look fairly strong in their bid for the championship. Played Sunday League football on it. Nice. School sports day. I think the record for my hometown for like a regular football match is like 300 people. Maybe 600, I don't know. Aldrington has taken the lead. Been done. Ah, well, he knew it was all out attack down the middle. Now going defensive. Karlovice? Yeah, they actually did win it already. Counter from Sean Davey. Aldrington yet another time. Down the left, Miroslav Bartak. That means we have a chance as well. One third of the match gone. 4 chances for Espevik. They still haven't broken the deadlock against Papai ELC. Your striker goes and plays in defense. What am I seeing here? So you go from 2-5-3, then you score another, and then you go from 3-5-2 to 2-5-3 again. Heroes de Cantrapia has made it 1-0 against Volki's fanboys. Now he's back up front. Yes. I'd love to see how many people were at the ACO. Who played? Oh. Was it a good show? It sounds like it. Manuel Huelba. Espevik has taken the lead. We have to do it early, I think, before stamina kicks in. Well, that's nice. If you enjoyed the show, I went to see Metallica some 20 years ago, I think. $19, $20. 19 years ago, yeah. That was a good show. They played a lot of the old stuff, which was preferred, I should say. Young keepers being trained here by Forky's fanboys. Whoops. Who will be joining V.109? Okay, let's see. Haunen attacking. Patrick Vile. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Davy Hahn. Not this time though. Nordskjold. Has installed. Oh, it has. Franco Giofi has made an own goal, and the Black Sheep lead 1-0. Penalty for Forky's fanboys. Faustino Fernandez executes from the spot. 36 minutes played. Counter-attack for parking the bus. Oh no, you will not. Parking the bus. Really? Jeg skal håbe, at du vinder. Forky's fanboys has made it 2-0. Attack down the middle. Hvorfor er vi online i dag? Det er fordi der er kamp i Hattrick International. Og så sender jeg feed ud til både Twitch og YouTube i dag. We didn't get the proper no repeat weekend like a lot of shows in US and Europe got, because it's a long way to go. And they had to play 6 cities in 2.5 weeks, but it was a good set, a mix of new, mid and old. Hvad er Hattrick International? Er du seriøs? Havnens helte unpredictable event. Hattrick International er en række, hvor man kan spille med alle andre i verden. Lidt ligesom Homegrown Ligaen. Du har bare transfermarkedet til rådighed også. Og så fordi der er mange med på ret internationalt community på YouTube-kanalen, så har vi samlet 2 ligaer og spiller mod hinanden der. Så alle hold på nær Espevik har taget et aktivt valg og rykket herover med det mærkelige flag. Ja. 17. Ja, det passer meget godt. Sorry, YouTube people, if you think you are hearing some gibberish, that's because there's a little Danish going on in the Twitch chat at the moment. Patrick Vale, down the left. We need another lucky goal, not gonna lie. Danglish. Five minutes remaining in the first half. No worries. Have a good Saturday, Playton. Well, if I get another lucky goal, I might will. I understand standard Danish, but this was a local dialect. All right. Balky's fanboys. They lead 3-1 after getting a red even. Alcides Jorge. Yeah, it might be a-okay for the fanboys. They could potentially finish second. Bagheera. Counter down the central. Billy Bakke. Better get to bed. Have a great dream. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you get a good night's sleep. I suspect there's a fairly long travel ahead of you still to get back from oh, if your ears stop ringing. Oh. Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. Kristen Vester. Now, how many right attacks? Bit of a stall here, so let's just do the good old reload. Abuser. He's PDIM and he's an abuser. I like the name. Fits well. He has made a PNF event as well. Sorry, a PDIM. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, we really need a lucky goal in the second half, I suppose. Abuser, more suitable for a man mark. A PDM could be a bouncer, yeah. I'm guessing, like, if he's a good at PDIM, he could potentially also do well as a man marker. So, but Abuser. It's halftime. Espevik lead 1-0 against Papai ELC. We have the Submarines, the Yellow Submarines, trailing 1-3 at home against Julebukit. Havnenshelte are drawing. They are even with the parking the bus, 1 goal all. We have the Black Sheep leading Bagheera United 1-0 at home. Aldrington AFC hold on to a 2-goal lead, 2-0 away from home against Pardaloff, and Bonnet Bay Bombers lead Hattrick Australia Huskies 1-0 at home at the Lakewood City Reserve. Slavoj Karlovic lead 3-0 against managerless High Plains Drifter. Forky's Fanboys are up 3-1 away against Eros de Cantabria. In the top flight, we have a 2-0 lead for Alpha Centauri against Ratoncitos, currently dropped to third, and won't be able to keep up with the Nihilists if this is the results at full time as well. The Nihilists leading the charge for the title with the 2-0 lead against Ras Al Soteamea. Turtles, I think they are the reigning champions, lead 1-0 against the Fallen Pines. And then we have the White Stripes leading 2-0 against Kling Klong, which is hard for me to say for some reason, because my brain wants to say King Kong. King Klong, Kling Kong, but not Kling Klong. The last round. Nihilists versus Alpha Centauri. White Stripes against Ratoncitos. Interesting. Because they could overtake the White Stripes in this scenario. Better goal score as well. Better difference. And that would stop them from catching the Nihilists. I think they are quite happy about the scenario at the moment, the Nihilists. I would be if I were in their shoes. Bagheera har mere forsvar og mindre pasning på hans femmands forsvar end mine Black Sheep. Hvor god er deres kontraen? Titanisk. Ja, det giver meget god mening, hvis du kigger på alderen. cirka 1 år ældre. Ja. Ja, det er noget af nogle gutter, der render rundt hos the Black Sheep. Be right back, and we'll be ready with coverage of the second half in the Hattrick International Community League. Was ready for second half. 5 minutes remain before kickoff. Big day in Denmark tomorrow for my Danish team, playing a match in order to keep up with this ownerless team, which is like when it still had a manager, like the 8th strongest team in the Danish 5th division. He then quit after a rather unlucky crash out in the cup. We play those guys in the final round of the season, but we have to defeat Expertsofaen in order to have a chance to go past the Flaming Falcons. Should be possible though if we look at the numbers. A little suspension here. How long has he been injured? I'm thinking it should be possible to get a good result in this one. Butt bashing in San Marino, but important still because it will probably take a victory to keep up with Mickey B in a battle for second. Two minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, and deadlock's broken in all of the matches. I hadn't actually noticed until now. Will it be possible to take a lucky goal somewhere? 10-11% at the end of the first half. 7 chances gone already. 5 regular chances. Hoping, but I'm not convinced. I don't feel lucky. I would rather be lucky tomorrow, if I'm completely honest. But we want to be. We need a win here as well, so we could possibly finish third. How did I even forget the final round of the season? Bagheera. Ooh. That's Interesting. But not if we win today, of course. Espevik versus Parking the Bus. They could potentially win that. Okay. Bagheera is a... at least a fairly strong defense compared to the rest of... well, maybe not compared to Parking the Bus even. Maybe we should have an okay chance. A donut. Yeah, I think we should probably have a chance. Not today, no. We are off. The second half has started. I hope this is a little higher in theory. Divine central attack from... yeah, wow. Wetzel gets a chance here. Will he win a goal for his team from the situation? Andrea Wetzel. A magnificent save. Oh, it's 2-1. Svein Ronsdal. Oh, that's not unlucky. Oh, there's the update. 14% and instantly. Boom. That's pretty good. Albert Vision. Balan steals the ball. Moretti saved. Alpha Centauri 3-0 now against Ratoncitos. Looks like the title chance has gone for Ratoncitos. The White Stripes aren't necessarily safe here. If what? 25? How much did 28? That's a pretty strong central attack. Bolivia. Partalov. Fighting back. Eskanat Erdesov. And now it's 2-1. 27,000 showed up at home court today. 78% full. I'm not getting any notification on my phone. I just thought about Patrick Stoltorp. This looks dark. Oh, okay. I was just wondering because I didn't know how many fans were in the stadium. So I thought, why didn't I see that on my phone? Hayato Kawanishi. The post makes the save. That's unlucky. Bonnie Bay Bombers. Abuser. Atsis. Made it 2-0. Substitution. Sanderson. Replaced by Fakati. Whoops. That's me accidentally deleting a match. It was my own. $42,175. I guess that's the covered seats, but that's pretty good. 92 in the sun. 92%. That is. Not as good in the rain, 43,186, but that's a big stadium. 90,000 for full capacity, I think. Black Sheep up 2-0 now. Andres Redzin, and instantly he's there. What the amor. Janus Nolsø. Ja, Vester må gerne vinde. Jeg vil gerne vinde bare et eller andet. Havnens down the right now. Vester. Vester. Cross your fingers now. Kristen Vester. Ah, unlucky. Eternia with another special event here. Corner. But no goal this time around. Still 4-0. Yuko Ulen. Alpha Centauri makes it pretty sure that Ratonsitos will not have anything to say in the title challenge anymore. They are too far away now, I think. Kling Klong could potentially do something, but they will need to start taking advantage of the counters more effectively than they have been so far. And that is going to fly anywhere. Karlovice 4-0. Sylvester Vanda. Central attack. They are just playing home the title in style now. Oh. But here's an injury to Dolezal. Not what you hope for when you're celebrating a championship at home. 30 minutes remain. Clementino Matias Pereira. Red card for Papai ELC. Maybe we shouldn't count on Papai to make a comeback in this one, I guess. Hey Benjamin, hope you're doing well this evening. Here comes another attack down the right from Black Sheep. It's a miss. Billboard. Fairly slow evening. Not as many hits on the stream tonight, but I'm wondering if it's because of the national team matches going on tonight. Ratoncitos trying to do some desperate moves here towards the end of the match. Yeah, we are seeing a minor stamina impact now. Julapukit 4-1. Andrea Wetzel, central sector once again. That's the second time he does it. Now with a brace to his name. Minor. Everything to play for in the final match of the season between Julapukit and Black Sheep. That'll be an interesting finale to the season. Espevik come down to the left side. Would probably be a better idea to come in an attack on the right. But sometimes it's like the game engine doesn't always know that. Alfonso Loyo down the left, 21%. Never say never. Never say never. Could still be saved. Yeah, it is safe. But Turtles. 2-0. A brace to his name, Emmanuel Member. From a 68% chance in the middle sector. If they can grab a win in the final round, and the Ratoncitos lose yet another match, they could potentially move up to third. But they've won the championship a few times at least while we've been playing in the Hattrick International, so it might be a team that is about to sell up and start over. Halfway through the second half now, more or less. 30 seconds, yeah. Still a pretty good results. A result at Havnegrill. I was a little worried when I saw the starting ratings in this one, I must admit. But so far we've had enough luck to score twice. One from a regular and one from a special event. Espevik will be missing Sivertsson. He'll be out due to too many yellow cards. Florian Siupic misses the 24% chance. Ibrahimovic with the ball for Australia Huskies. Saved by Brayshaw in between the sticks. Good stuff. If you are cheering on Bonnet Bay, that is, of course. "20 minutes to go. Ball on Pines. Down the left, it's Erland Pinto. And now a change in personnel here. White Stripes 3-0 ahead of Kling Klong. Mario Frias, quick event. And he has assisted Beric. Central midfielder, quick event. And that's one way to do it. Falkaberg with a free kick. the keeper is there in time. Junda. Ja, han er kommet på banen i dag. Ugh. Not much happening right now. Han har nok dødbolde til at redde mod Falcons 18. Magisk. Jeg ved ikke, hvor meget man anbefaler for at have en god chance for at redde der. Andrea Wetzel attacking down the right, Jule Pukit, but he has missed this 81%er. Yellow card for Erling Bukhave. That means he's out for the next match. Ooh, interesting. Patrick Feldmans has drawn one back. 2-1, quick event, 73 minutes in. It's his own event that he scores on. Strong showing from the quick striker there. Just one more and it'll be very interesting ahead of the final round. Simon Gambrill. Low cross, hard low cross. No. No! Alan Blackthorne. Oh, it's a wing event. Gambrill. Oh, now it makes sense. I thought it was... but it's Campbell.
Why you have to be mad?
Well. 15 minutes ago. I am. Jeg er stadig på 3. plads, det er rigtigt. Nihilists. Scoring from a central attack. This time it's Tomikinos. They don't want any thrilling moments now. They just want to be as sure as possible ahead of the final round. They show it. Yeah, it probably means we have to win the final match. Rather than being able to clinch third place with a draw against Dunbagge and Bagheera. Sets up for an interesting final match. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the thing is, Espevik could potentially steal it. He's playing Papai ELC. No, he's not. Yeah. No relegation. That's true. But it's okay, I mean, parking the bus. What? He's playing... I'm playing Bagheera. Am I not? Or did I... I am. Espevik is playing Parking the Bus. I would just like at least one of the human teams to get... because he has left the team. Penalty? Oh no, come on. Bukeo. That's a pretty good keeper, I was about to say. Espevik scores down the left. Viggo Milas. No. Things are not going the way we wanted it to. Raúl de Cavallo. David Laguna Milan. Saves with impressive reflexes there. Sean Davey. Ooh. Hits both of the posts here. Jule Puget, 5-1. Scoring from a right attack. Tony Kolyanda. Kling Klong. Svatoslav Mekedov. Central attack. ends up in goal. Hello, Roman. Hope you are doing well on this fine Saturday evening. Hope you're doing better than Hound and Zelda, because we just missed the penalty. But otherwise, we are doing well here. Otherwise, doing well. Time to he wouldn't be on the field if it wasn't for an injury today. And apparently he's the best set pieces taker, because I think it's just set to which isn't impressive at all. Sofatnak. Oh, unlucky. How many teams I have? I have 4 teams. I have 4 teams, which comes with the Platinum supporter package. I would probably say 3 teams is the sweet spot where I can only 4. Yeah, only 4. 3 teams is probably the sweet spot where I manage everything without doing any mishaps. But 4 is actually... Like, for instance, my youth team with Hound and Zelda, they play youth matches at the same time. I could change that, of course, but they play youth matches at the same time with the Danish Senior League game. So sometimes I have missed a lineup there. Supporter is so expensive compared to other manager projects, even with the 50% discount. I agree. It is quite expensive. But the amount of time spent online, minute for minute, it's not too expensive for me. If I think about it that way. No goal. Espevik has made it 3-0. Karalampos Thessalonikos and Falky's Fanboys has made it 4-1. Dario Azevedo from an attack down the right. Here they come again. Now through the middle. No good this one, but 4-1. Surely Steve will be satisfied with a 4-1 win from this one. My youth matches are played on Sundays 4 a.m. It's rough on the boys, but this regime produces some nice talents. The thing about I used to have matches played at 4 a.m. as well. If the match reports were a little more elaborate, like if you could see ratings and stuff, I would probably enjoy being able to see the matches. But as long as it is the way it is right now, where you can see the events and all that, I would probably just enjoy to have the match report and the training ready in the morning, just like you say. But at the moment, for 3 of my teams, they play in the same league, same 16-team league. The training report is always in during the lunch break on Thursdays, which is a nice moment as well for it to drop. Hattrick Australia Huskies 2-1 now. Valentin van Rysselberge. And Kling Klong has made it 3-2. Now, if they score one more time, it'll be time to celebrate the title for the Nihilists. I need to change my Youth Academy League match start time in a few weeks when my current league ends as game. So I like 11 p.m. on Fridays, just before a new scouts call. Yeah, I would definitely try to set it up so you could utilize a new player straight away. Kitaichuk. Misses his central chance here. Any last minute attempts to take a win here? For Havntilde not parking the bus. We wouldn't want that. Counterattack from Kling Klong. Whoa. Could this decide the title? Whoa. They haven't scored. From the right, 65%er. And now yellow Puella. He has one already, so that's a red. Because now they're there for 6 days before the first game. I guess in the end it's max 1 game lost, but before promotion, but still. Yeah, I would try to set that up in a different way. Yeah, on the other hand, it could also be that he plays the last game 6 days before his promotion. But still, the idea that you pull a player and you can get more information about him straight away. Oh, they've settled it, I think. 4-2 for the White Stripes now. Eliseo Chukwuera. And that means there's still drama to be had on the final day, but it's an 8-goal difference between them. Should they win, Nihilists will still have to lose quite heavily. The Black Sheep has won 2. Why have I started doing this? They've won 2-0 against Bagheera United. And have the chance to clinch the title in the final match of the season against Yolupulkit. Oh, we've dropped points at home against parking the bus. Sad. Alpha Centauri wins 4-0 against Arazoncitos, and that means Arazoncitos are out of the title run. Orpingtons 4-1 Eternia lead, but it's they've reduced the lead here in the final minutes here. Jerome Heiklia. the home team, Dion Ying. Today I called a Youth Academy player without a specialty, but RMR rate my academy stats 2732. Such players are only for yourself or can be sold with profit. Sold? I mean, he must be very young. And how did he get a 2732? What's his stats like? What's the potential? Karlovice 5-0. Martin Kupski, another central attack, ending up in goal behind Penders. 4-1 for HTI League. It has ended 4-1 at Castle Grayskull. Turtles grab a 2-1 win. Espevik wins 3-0 against Papai ELC. 5-1 for Julepukit. Yeah, legendary. Yeah, but I guess, I mean, the thing about Rate My Academy, which I'm thinking that he has actually changed the formula a bit. But the problem, or one of the things you have to be aware about with RMA at least, is the fact that the score is more based on raw potential rather than what you can actually gain skill-wise before promotion. If you look at the estimated HTMS from the Youth Academy, instead, it's based on the accumulated skill by the player already, because that is how HTMS is basically calculated for every player. So you have to reach a certain skill in order to get the points. Now it will factor in sub-levels, like if you pull a solid 7.5 playmaking player, for instance, the estimated HTMS in the Youth Academy will be higher than the visible ones once he's promoted, because the plugin from Foxtrick will only consider whole levels, right? But the idea to calculate based on accumulated skill rather than the absolute potential, which may not be possible to reach at the time of 17, is a reason why I prefer the old school way of doing things. Falkis Fanboys wins 4-1 away from home against Heroes de Candrapia. Aldrington grab a 2-1 win against Pardalov. Barnaby has won 2-1 against Hattrick Australia Huskies. I think that was all of the matches. But let's head over to V.130 and take a look. Karlovice champions. They were also ahead of the match today. 7 points gap down to HTI League. They cannot be reached. They cannot be beaten. Congratulations for Karlovice. I didn't see this last Saturday because I was at a birthday party celebrating my friend's birthday. That was very fun, so for now we'll say congratulations, Karlovice, on another championship. V.109. It'll be a battle for the championship between Julepukit and the Black Sheep in the final round of the season. We also have Havnesilda playing against Bagheera United. Espevik playing against Parking the Bus. And we'll see. If we win, we are fairly sure to win the third place and a little extra prize money, which doesn't hurt for sure. But we'll have to find a way through a strong defense from Bagheera. Let's just take a quick look at the top flight here. The Nihilists in a good position, no doubt about that. They play Alpha Centauri. They'll have a good amount of confidence, I'm sure. winning 4-0 here, but the Nihilists also on a fairly good run. The White Stripes against Ratoncitos. All of the top 3 teams winning 4 out of 5 of the last matches. The White Stripes need a big win, while the Nihilists will have to lose heavily in order to be able to turn it around. 2-0 win, a loss, then it's +4, +8, 3, make it 5, 7, 4, and they would be even, both of them. You get the picture. Second versus third in the final round. Yeah. And the thing is, like, today Ratoncitos were knocked out of the title run. But the thing is, they could also decide the title by just like winning this, like competing to win for the second place, right? That must be a strange situation, but they can't really take it easy because Turtles are right behind them with the same goal difference, scoring more goals. So yeah, I said it during the match. I think the Nihilists are happy about that scenario still. Certainly, they won't be giving anything away in order to mess up anything, I think. Series history, Turtles, the defending champions. Season 21, season 22. What season is this? Season 29, they've won a lot of times, I think. 28, 27, 26, 25, 23. Okay. My guess is the Turtles are starting to be a little tired. And perhaps they are planning to join Master Splinter at the retirement home. Who knows? Anyway, I am calling it here, and I think I'm going to chill a bit for the rest of the evening. 2 streams again tomorrow, Danish Twitch League stream and San Marino League games during the evening. So until then, if I don't see you, have a great weekend. And if I do, I hope you have all the luck needed to do great scout call and win your games if you haven't played already. Take care, have a great evening, have a great rest of the weekend, of course, if I don't see you. Bye.